done some offline work. I deleted all my game ideas. And then I refactored how I write down inspirations. I noticed like a theme. I noticed a bias that comes from like the kind of games I'm thinking of, and because I'm alone, like there's nobody else's opinion affecting mine, so it's just me and myself. So, and that what I noticed is Clash Royale, it's like a war themed game. Warcraft Rumble the same way, Mountain Blade the same way. I added a few more games here. School Wars. It's an old browser game where you just like fight and capture points. It's kind of war themed. For Honor is war themed. Witcher is intertwined with war. It's not necessarily war, but it has war in it. But yeah, there's a pattern to it, and I think to make a unique game idea, a unique design and gameplay, I think I got to start thinking about a larger variety of games. So not just like, okay, Clash Royale, Warcraft, Mountain Blade, Star Wars, School Wars, not just those, but like I don't know, like Overcooked. I've played Overcooked recently. Like I can add that here. Hello, Zygo the Goat. How's it going? So like Overcooked. And then instead of writing like what I like and what I don't like, I changed it to the kind of like the genre or the theme of the game. So Clash Royale is quick strategy. Valheim is like survival. Mountain Blade is strategy and war. Etc. Overcooked would be just like a cooking party game. I'm playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. That would be what, an action game? Action. I'm just gonna leave it at action. I also found this game. I'm gonna put it up in a second if I can find it. Okay. There's this guy called Rujik the Comatose, and he's making this pixel art game. And I think it looks very nice. He's doing a lot of like work on like how the monsters look. And it's like pixel art, but those are actually 3D, and then it's like pixelized. But it just looks very fluid, yet it looks unique because it's pixel art. So like right here.
Easy. We just make tubes. We make tubes, only use either lighting or display them. Look for legs twisting too much. You don't let the legs turn that far.
I just
And I also made a centipede, a
So look at these
scorpion, and a
animations.
blue beetle thing. Now let's go back to the elephant. He was pretty straightforward, but his trunk was too rigid. So I made a wobbly tower using some spring physics, and then I applied that to his trunk. Now it wobbles back and forth when you suddenly move or stop. Cool. And then I gave the elephant a super stylish hat and a weapon for extra coolness. Hats, hats, hats. I also did a lot of pixel art.
Anyways, I was at the same time I'm thinking about like what kind of graphics I can make. I would like to have 3D, but it's like too much work. But then 2D is also like so much work. And then pixel art, getting pixel art to look very good is a lot of work. So I kind of don't know, but
So I changed.
But yeah, I'm exploring my options. And yeah, this game looks very
Shoulders
good.
bounce, which didn't work at all. And best for last, I made a fashionable frogman. He flicks his tongue out randomly and sometimes just lets it hang. His attire also matches his tongue, of course. This video was...
The graphics look clean, the animations look very fluid. I really like it. Anyways. I'm looking for some background music. make a canvas in this. Okay. I feel like it's so hard to come up with like unique ideas because there's nothing to start off of. I have a bunch of inspiration, but like I can just go, okay, let me just grab all of these things and then combine them together. But that's still like can be a good game. Like, yeah, you know, you can take Clash Royale and then you can put stuff from Warcraft Rumble into Clash Royale and you would make a different game, and you can analyze those and you can improve on Clash Royale's mechanics and make maybe an even better game than Clash Royale. But it might not be like a game that I would want to make. It might not be it might end up that I'm not super passionate about making something like that. So what does that sound? What? I gotta let the cat out. Anyways, what I was talking about, about how hard it is to like come up with game ideas. I've joined multiple game jams, and it's not as hard as coming up with a game idea as this is, because they give you a limitation or a theme, and then you just like start coming up with the most crazy wild ideas that fit that limitation. Like one of the game jams I joined was the theme was fishing, but the catch was that there was going to be no water in the game. So we took that and we made fishing, but there's no water and you're fishing birds instead of fish. So what I'm getting at is perhaps I can make a theme and a limitation that I can start from. And I think it's pretty clear from all my inspiration what the theme and the limitation is going to look like. Well, the limitation can be very different, but the theme's probably going to be war. Let's do strategy, war. Strategy, battle, strategic battle with cards, and the cards coming from Clash Royale and Warcraft Rumble. Let's just say with deck building. Limitation. I don't know, honestly. I need some inspiration for my limitation. I'm gonna go on itch.io, look at some game jams. See what they have in terms of limitation. Theme voting. Okay. So there's Bracky's Game Jam 2024.2. I don't know what the point 2 is, but the themes right now, it's right now people can go and vote for the theme, and the options are the village, calm before the storm, oceans, an unexpected gift, ancient discovery, trees, who is it, and calm down. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I defined the genre of the game and not the theme. There's a 1-bit jam. Oh. Safe in Our World Mental Health Game Jam, or Game Dev Champions 2024 Jam. Scream Secrets Jam, GB Jam 12, or Game Boy Jam 12. Spooktober 6th Annual Visual Novel Jam, Magical Girl Game Jam, Scream Jam 2024, Game Dev JavaScript Jam, Little JavaScript Jam, CBR plus PNK Cyberpunk, I guess, Jam 2024. That looks very cyberpunk, yeah. What is this? I don't even know what this is. What? Is CBR plus PNK, is that the Cyberpunk 2077 tool, like mod kit or something? Creator toolkit. It's like they put a ton of text, but it doesn't say what it is. What is it? Okay. What is it? Tabletop. It's cyberpunk. Cyber plus punk. Is a tablepunk. Is a tabletop RPG for one-shot sessions in the cyberpunk genre. You play as a team of runners, mercs, criminals, activists living on the edge, running in the shadows of a gritty, ultra-violent world on their last run. Built for one-shots. Okay. So you're paying $30 to play this once. I'm guessing it's like, is it like D&D? That's cyberpunk? To download. Oh, I gotta scan this. No, where'd it go? I scanned it and it brought me to a Dropbox. There's a map. It's just like a bunch of pictures. I don't know if this is like not supposed to be here. I don't know if I'm looking at the actual product right now, like online. Whatever. Packaging looks pretty cool. TTRPG minimalist cyberpunk forged in the dark. Oh. They make a bunch of. Are these all board games or tabletop games? Books? Yeah, they make comics, games. Oh. It's cool. Okay. Theme. Okay, I should make like, I'm thinking I should make a bunch of limitations. So, like even the technical limitations, maybe that like that might be a good starting point. So I want it to be single player. At least like as my first proper complete Godot game. I don't want to make a multiplayer. I just want to stick to single player. Single player. I'm trying to think of any like technical limitations I have that I would need to, that I should note down. I don't want the game to be too big, so can perhaps make a target play time. Maybe instead of like a playtime, I can make a, because I don't know what game I'm making right now. Instead, I can put down like a deadline for the game. So I'm going to put 6 months here. That means divided by 2, 3 months, divided by 2, 1.5 months. Which means, okay, I would have to, I'm gonna put down 2 months, which means I would take like maybe a year to complete the project. that's how it should work, I guess. That's what I've heard. I'm gonna put technical limitations instead of just limitations. And then here I'm gonna do limitations or limitation. Okay. I can make a goal. Or let me just stick to the, let me just first make the theme and the limitation. And then I can add my goals. Like goals like keep the game simple but make it complex. Stuff like that. Pillars maybe. I'm looking around for limitations. There's limited colors, so I would have to stick to like a very restricted color palette, or even just like shades of a single color. Can be like a geographic limitation. That would be like we're stuck on an island. I'll be right back. I'm gonna check on my cat. He's just staring at me. He's okay, but I don't know what he wants. He wants something from me. I'm back. Or instead of geography, let's do single location. And then maybe we can do at the top of my head 3 colors instead of just like making it too broad by saying limited colors. We can just define how many colors there are. My cat's back. such a baby. He's... That's sabotaging my stream. He's biting my headphone cable. And he didn't let go. He started biting me. Limited resources. So if there's like a few factions in the game. Okay, my cat's back. If there's like a few factions in the game, if we're limited to a like an enclosed island or whatever, single location, then we can also have limited resources, and then that would stir up the gameplay. That's one idea. And then maybe we can like make these, maybe we can spice them up by putting them in a different way. Like instead of limited resources, we can create some kind of narrative that would give some perspective to the limitation. But I'll do that in a second. I will be back. Okay. So instead of limited resources, we can say fight for resources. So instead of stating a fact, we're giving it some narrative. And then instead of a single location, we can say we can do I don't know if this is right, but between mountains. So like maybe the game is set in a place surrounded by mountains of some kind. Something like that. And then 3 colors. I'm actually going to revert this back to limited colors. Or let's say concentrated color palette. I'm starting to notice fight for resources now sounds more like a theme than a limitation. Concentrated color palette, that's a limitation. And then I don't know if limiting the location at this point is a good idea. So I'm taking that away. Fight for resources. I think that's a good starting point. I think we should develop it more so that it's more unique, something that can spawn more like different kinds of games that we haven't seen before. So I'm not sure. found this website. It has a tool specifically for Game Jam theme creation or generation. Okay. Chain reaction. You can't save them all. That can be that. Okay, that's pretty cool. Deeper and deeper. Ogre. Ogre. Yeah. You're doing that genre wrong. That's okay. What does that even mean? Magic gone wrong. Bro, we already got this one. Duration. Build the level you play. Pausing has consequences. Already got that one. A light in the dark. Every death is meaningful. Escape the tower. 10 seconds. The more you have, the worse it is. Minimalist, color is everything, strange power-ups. You are the source of power, the power source, enemies as weapons. A small world. Moving fortress. Limited capacity, build your way out. Build your way out sounds cool because right now I'm thinking of like a kingdom, like you're the leader of the kingdom or whatever, and you're surrounded by enemy, like you're surrounded by other countries or kingdoms, and maybe you have to like go and conquer and build your path out to the sea or some strategic like resource. So that could be a nice idea. Dig deeper, safe in the dark. Floating islands. One-time use. Night is coming. That sounds a lot like something from Game of Thrones. You are the world. Unstable, chain reaction, evolution, dual, 3 rules, construction, destruction. Journey, we must go deeper, limited space. You are not the main character. Okay, it's not giving me many like unique things. It keeps showing the same thing over and over again. You are the monster. Entire game on one screen. If you don't count the menu, Clash Royale is entire game on one screen. Like the actual gameplay itself is all on one screen. You don't do any scrolling or anything. Unlike Warcraft Rumble, where you have to scroll around because the map is too big to show all at once. Playing both sides. Alternate reality, growth, you're being watched. Tower, you're doing the genre wrong. Unexpected mechanics. Evolve, fortress, you're not supposed to be here. One bullet escape. That thing again, among the stars. Curiosity, stuck in a loop. Control the game, not the player. You're not supposed to be here. Evolve. You're not the monster. Split into death helps you. And end of the universe. Time kills you into the unknown. Your life is currency. Multi-layered world. Maybe there's more tools that can give me different ideas. Oh my god, this one is audio. Please stop. Just muted it. Break the ice, physics, geography, hack and slash, coffee, sforzando. Divorce, resentment, everybody's gone to rapture. Zero sum bias. Connected worlds, parallel day. Space ogres. No aim, no brain, midpoint. Don't miss the forest or the trees. Hold on. Don't miss the forest or the trees. What does that even mean? Thumbprints. Left behind every breaking wave. Long live the queen. Wood carving. Time flies when you're having fun. It's over ethereal. Easy heroics. What? What? Print media. Death is a new beginning. And so it goes. Not so different. New game plus build. Mighty. Do unto others. Do unto others as you would them do unto what? Do unto others as you would them do unto you. Bartles player types. Growing with your heroes. What are these? They're tiny little snowflakes. Build your band binary team dash sugar style. What do you have done as mentioned? Beautiful day outside. Black lily fades. Good idea solves multiple problems. Okay. Theme. So I'm gonna pick one theme. Then I'm going to develop the entire game around that theme. So I want to pick a good one. I want to pick one that isn't too broad, that it gives me too much freedom. And I don't want to pick one that I'm going to get bored of and quit the project. I do not want to quit the project. So I feel like chain reaction is too broad. It can be anything. Or can it? Like, what if... I'm starting to think like what a chain reaction would look like. The first thing I think is you have like a bunch of enemies, you hit one of them with, I don't know, electricity, and all the others get electrocuted as well. So that's chain reaction, right? But what if instead of it being physical, maybe it's more abstract and it's more political? For example, like you do something like the butterfly effect, right? You do something and then that makes something else happen, and then that does something else, and that does something else, and then the little thing that you changed, that you modified, it causes huge events through that chain reaction. Maybe it can be something like that. Actually, I'm gonna keep this. Fight for resources is too broad. It's like fight for resources, is already like a fact of life, right? Scarcity, economics, like there's gonna be resources no matter what. If I give infinite resource to the player, then that's not really a game. It's not gonna be really fun. Like you can argue Minecraft has infinite resources, but that's not really true because you have to go and mine, and it's not available to you. You have to mine those resources. You have to gather those resources, and there aren't infinite resources available to you. You still have to put in the work. And then I guess a game that has infinite resources would be something like a painting, like Microsoft Paint, but with an infinite canvas, so you can create anything you want. And the only limitation is that it's on a 2D plane. You have an infinite 2D plane, you have all the colors you want, you have all the ink you want, it's infinite. But like, nobody's going to consider that a game. That's painting, right? Your actions don't really affect like a living, breathing world. It's just you put down paint on a paper, and that's that. It doesn't really change anything. It's not dynamic. Yes. So I'm gonna take this off. It's too broad, and already every single game already contains fighting for resources, gathering resources, something to do with resources. So it would be a waste of a theme to pick fight for resources as a theme. So I just deleted that. you can't save them all. So the game in my mind is, it's basically a 2D game, a top-down 2D game, and you build a deck slash army, and you have a kingdom, or you start a kingdom, and then you just conquer. Like, that's pretty much it. You go around, you can strategize on the board, like Civilization, like Mount and Blade, like all the like strategy games, right? But you also go into battle. So that's the game idea, what I have. But obviously that's not very unique. That's already done. So I was thinking, after reading You Can't Save Them All, I thought, what if we build an army and there's some kind of mechanic that ties into, or not mechanic, but like conditions that tie into, okay, I'm gonna send off all my troops. I can save some of them, but I can't save them all. There's always going to be some kind of loss to it. That's the idea. And then deeper and deeper. Does this have a shortcut? I don't know. Anyways. Deeper and deeper, I thought that also would like tie into my game idea. You go deeper and deeper into like enemy territory, and then the deeper you go, the harder it gets because you're strategically like in a worse position. There's magic gone wrong, but I feel like this one would only define the story of the game rather than any mechanics, really. So I feel like this one is more story based, or this one would affect the story more than the mechanics. I don't really know how to put it into words, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna remove this. Magic gone wrong. Every death is meaningful is another one that I thought would be kind of it would fit, but it would also introduce an interesting mechanic to my game idea. But then again, I don't have a game, and I don't know how this would fit. Every death is meaningful. You have like an army and then they just get slaughtered, but somehow like you gain something from every single one of your soldiers dying, because like your entire army being destroyed, that's an absolute loss. But how do you make that into something that benefits you, that's meaningful to you? Right. I'm gonna keep this But I feel like this one is weaker compared to Chain Reaction, compared to the other ones, really. But I'm gonna keep it. The more you have, the worse it is. This would also tie into the army thingy. The more units you have, the more you have to feed them, the more resources you have to what's it called? The more resources they would consume, basically. But then it doesn't tie into like the fantasy of creating a large, like a huge army, because then it naturally like limits the player to keep their army tiny. I feel like this also, like the first theme I deleted, Fight for Resources. Every game has resources by default, because if you don't have any resources, if there is no scarcity, there is no game, there is no struggle. And this one is also like that. The more you have, the worse it is. Like, what if this wasn't the case? The more you have, the better it is. The more soldiers you have, the better it is. Like, that's true, but the game's supposed to have something that keeps the players grounded, something that challenges the players. So obviously, the more units I have, that means I paid something, right? I gathered more resources to create all of that, all those units, to create that army. So I paid something. It's all like economics. I feel like this is also a weak theme, because it's already built into what games are. So I'm deleting this. Build your way out. Did I not already look at this one? Deeper and deeper and build your way out. These feel synonymous. But one implies you're going into the action while the other implies you're going out of it. I think that's the difference. And then you can't save them all, and every death is meaningful. I feel like these are antonyms. You can't save them all. Every death is meaningful. Maybe not antonyms, but one is like, it has a negative connotation, the other has a positive connotation for the same thing, if that makes sense. And then night is coming. Night is coming. It sounds a lot like winter is coming, and if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, basically zombies come out during the winter, and the winter is like a very long, it's not 3 months. It comes and stays for years, and mankind has to like prepare for it. And they're already like very divided. There's like a bunch of different houses that are all fighting to get to the throne, and none of them even care about the threat that is the zombies. And in Game of Thrones, it's called Winter is Coming. So obviously, like something is coming, and that's something being winter or night. It like, winter is very cold. Winters are harsh and dangerous. same as nights. Darkness, not knowing what you're looking at, the dark, that's also negative and it feels dangerous. So negative something is coming is like something very like destructive is approaching. I feel like this would be more like a, with my game idea, it would turn my game into a tower defense game. Because something's coming at you. And like, what are you gonna do? You're either gonna stay and fight whatever's coming, or you're gonna run away. Which makes night is coming and build your way out kind of synonymous, depending on what kind of game you're making, if you choose night is coming as a theme. I'm gonna put down my thoughts onto the document. So chain reaction would be a chain reaction would imply dynamic worlds, crowd control, just like going back to the combat example, you hit somebody with electricity and it like bounces off onto the other enemies. I guess that could be summarized as crowd control. Dynamic worlds. Player impact. Okay. And then you can't save them all. Sacrifices. Every death is meaningful. This is also sacrifices. I might come back to it because I need some more description. I'll come back to it. Deeper and deeper. This is I don't know what it's called. Like walking into the fire, going into the darkness. Marching forward. I'm gonna keep that. Build your way out. I feel like for my game idea, which is like gaining power, building your way out like clashes with it. I'm gonna remove this. While like deeper and deeper, that reinforces the idea. And then Night is Coming also kind of clashes with it, because you're stationary. You're not the one that's moving. I can remove that as well. Marching forward. Deeper and deeper. I feel like this would also, like, if you're going to battle, if you're going to war, you're gonna be marching forward anyways. I feel like this would not give me the inspiration, I don't know, the theme that would like cultivate new ideas in my mind. If I stick to just like going deeper and deeper and marching forward, then I'm just gonna like I'm gonna make the same game that I'm already thinking of. There's nothing that's challenging the idea in my head. So I'm gonna delete this as well. Chain reaction, you can't save them all, and every death is meaningful. Okay, you can't save them all. Now that I'm thinking of it, it also clashes with a power fantasy that comes with building an army and conquering stuff. I'm deleting this. Every death is meaningful. Chain reaction. Every death is meaningful kind of implies that the game doesn't have like black and white win and loss conditions. I feel like every death is meaningful would be something like you go into war, half of your army dies, but you still get something out of it. There's some meaning to them dying. Even though you lose the war. Chain reaction. It can be a gameplay mechanic, it can be politics, it can be something like Life is Strange, where your actions affect the world. Your actions cause some change, like in the other characters, or at the end of the game, you know, it shows you like what other players chose, what percentage of players chose option A versus which percentage chose option B. That could be interesting. So I mean, already, like, when I say chain reaction, a lot of ideas come to my mind, whereas reading Every Death is Meaningful, it's like Every Death is Meaningful is bound to death, and I feel like that restricts the freedom a lot, because it just ties into combat, really. Like when you say death is meaningful, that's like a roguelike feature, or a roguelite feature, where you die and then you gain a little bit of like, what's it called, XP, you gain some skills, you unlock some things, and that makes that death meaningful, so that the next run you come back more powerful. So Every Death is Meaningful, it's too restrictive, it's too tied to combat, and that's why I'm gonna remove this, and I'm left with chain reaction. Again, it can be like crowd control, so combat. Let me just say combat. It can be dynamic worlds in the form of politics. Like if I make a deal with one kingdom, and that would cause that kingdom to become hostile to another one, and then making that third kingdom somehow crumble just by like making a deal with a different kingdom. So chain reaction can be through politics, it can be through combat, and just in general, it would boost like player impact on the world. Yeah, I kind of like this theme. Chain reaction, limitation, concentrated color palette. That's more of a technical limitation than a theme limitation. Okay, so I like the idea of a concentrated color palette. I feel like games try too hard to be super colorful. And I don't mean the game should be black and white. I don't mean it should be super grayscale. But when you have a concentrated color palette, it just makes whatever it is, like the games, movies, whatever it is, just makes it more atmospheric, and the colors don't distract from the core of the movie or the game. So I feel like having concentrated color palette is a good to have technical limitation. Okay. I'm gonna try ChatGPT, see if ChatGPT has any ideas for limitations. I'm gonna say, let me put it up. I'm gonna say, give me ideas for or give me limitation ideas for my video game with chain reaction, with or give me limitation ideas for for my chain reaction themed strategy video game. Feedback. Creatable components, limited reactions. Allow only a certain number of reactions to be set off at any given time. Players must carefully plan and execute their chain reactions without overwhelming the system. Environmental factors. Introduce environmental factors that can affect chain reactions, such as wind, gravity, or temperature changes. Players need to account for these variables in their strategy. Efficiency. Okay, I feel like this just isn't very inspiring. I mean, it's AI. What am I expecting? But give me limitation ideas for my chain reaction themed strategy video game. Give me game design limitation ideas for my chain reaction themed strategy video game. Limited trigger points. Restrict the number of points where players can initiate chain reactions. That sounds stupid. Resource management. Implement a system where players must manage limited resources to set off chain reactions. Overuse or inefficient use of resources can lead to a failure. I feel like that's also just economics. Like, there's gonna be resource management anyways, so whatever. Fixed pathways. Define fixed pathways or channels through which chain reactions can propagate. This is like the same thing as limited trigger points in my opinion. 4. Variable reaction strength. Introduce different strengths or intensities for chain reaction components. Not all components will react the same. Okay, complexity, feedback, limitation. Okay. Simulation of wear and tear. Okay, ChatGPT doesn't understand what I mean by chain reaction themed. Because it's thinking of it like just combat. It's just thinking I'm gonna have a bunch of enemies and I'm gonna chain react them, chain damage them or something. What if I just remove this and call it give me game design limitation ideas for my strategy video game where the player, what did I say? The player has impact. The player has impact on the game world. Bruh. Resource scarcity, building capacity, influence range. I feel like these aren't limitations though. It's like very specific. These are very specific scenarios. They're not very broad limitations that would create some kind of interesting gameplay. So yeah, diplomatic relations, that's like the politics point I mentioned. Include diplomatic or factional relations that can limit or enhance player actions. For example, actions that negatively impact one faction might lead to penalties or restrictions from others. So yeah, that's exactly what I said. Morale or stability systems. Introduce a morale or stability system where actions that significantly alter the game world can affect the happiness, stability, or loyalty of factions or populations. What if I just straight up ask, give me game design limitations that would create unique gameplay mechanics. This doesn't work, I'm just gonna quit. I don't enjoy talking with ChatGPT. The things it says is generally stupid and uninspiring. Fog of War. Resource management. Time-limited actions. Action-based cooldowns. Intermittent resource availability. Resources or opportunities are available only at specific times or under certain conditions. This forces players to plan around these intermittencies and adapt their strategies. So like, what's the Call of Duty Battle Royale game called? Warzone. So like Warzone, or any Battle Royale care pack, basically. It just like comes at specific times. Huh. Dynamic world evolution. The game world evolves based on player actions or random events, leading to a constantly changing landscape that requires players to adapt their strategy. So, like in a war game, let's say you go and conquer a kingdom. That, sure, like it changes the world. So like instead of having an enemy there, now your units are there. It makes you more powerful. It gives you more control over the world. But at the same time, that doesn't really mean like, it doesn't mean much to the player. If the goal is to like conquer the entire, like all of the kingdoms, then sure, you're progressing, but that's just progression. It doesn't really change the world in any different way. That's, the player already expects that, right? They're going to be progressing. What I'm trying to say is it's not very interesting. So I think a dynamic world, I think player impact is great for all games. But it has to be interesting, like, oh, I threw this rock yesterday while playing and that rock is still there. I made impact on the game world. Like, that's, nobody cares about that. It might be a cool detail, but you'll look at it once and never again. It's just a cool detail. It doesn't have any impact to the actual game, which is what I'm concerned about right now. Permadeath or persistent consequences. Implement a system where the death of characters or failure in missions leads to permanent changes or consequences in the game world, adding weight to player decisions. What happens when I die? Like, if I die and that's over and make it and like go the roguelike route, I don't really like that unless Like, I mean, I don't like the idea of, oh, I died, I have to start a brand new save. I don't like the idea of that because I want the game to be a bit more like personal. I want you to have your own character, and I want you to affect the game world. And after you die, like all of the impact that you've made to the game world is gonna go away, and I feel like that's horrible. So I don't like the idea of a permadeath. But it can be a roguelite, which means you would die, you would come back, it would set you back somehow, or it would reset something, but your progression would still carry over somehow. It can be something like that. Can't type. Roguelite, progression. I'm just writing down ideas. It's not set in stone. Limited communication channels restrict how players can communicate or share information within the game. No. Maybe? No, it's too specific. Energy or stamina constraints. Stamina. Actions deplete resources. Where did it go? That must be replenished over time. Players need to manage their energy levels and choose actions wisely. Resources replenish over time. Okay. This is a bit more different. Because now I'm not saying, oh, there's going to be resources in the game. Like, yeah, there's going to be resources in the game. Every game is going to have resources. But what I'm saying here is, instead of you fighting for those resources replenish over time, which means time itself is like the core resource. So everything is based on time instead of something else. So I can delete this and I can say time as the core resource. Time is the core resource. Adaptive AI opponents, that's just a feature. Dynamic objectives, feature. Symmetric abilities, feature. Limited, it keeps talking about limited undo mechanism. Restrict or eliminate the ability to undo or revert actions. This creates high stakes decision making and encourages careful planning. Role specific constraints. Players have access to limited or partial information about the game world for opponents, requiring them to infer or discover crucial details through exploration and experimentation. This could be pretty cool. Like, if you don't have any information about the enemy army, but you have information about other armies, and then you can deduce, okay, this army is very big. This kingdom has this many resources. this other kingdom has that many resources. That means their army should be pretty weak. Let me go and march and fight them, and I'm probably going to win. And then I think if the player can deduce that and actually go in blind and win, that would feel really good. I'm going to add this to my list. That also feels like a card game. I don't mean a deck building game. I mean like a regular card game you play with your friends. Like you know the cards in your hand, and you're able to deduce what your opponent might have based on what you've already put down in the middle, what you have in your hand, and what's missing. So it's kind of like a card game. Skill or knowledge requirements sounds very Brainvania? Metroid Brainia? Hold on. I learned about this term recently. It's not Metroidvania, it's Metroid Brainia. It's like the game keeps information from you and you discover information rather than like discovering locations. As you play, you discover information that would help you progress in the game world. Is that Jonathan Blow?
An information game is
It's not. But I want to watch this later. Yeah, it's like being a detective. Does that also tie into limited information? Kind of like a card game, and then Metroid Brainia. Brainia. There. Okay. I think that was good. Thank you, ChatGPT. Time is a core resource. Limited information. I'm trying to bring these 3 limitations together and create one limitation. Because I don't want to be like, oh, my game's supposed to be a roguelite, and I start making a roguelite, and then, oh, I forgot that my game was supposed to have time as a core mechanic. Let me just implement that real quick. And then, oh, I forgot I had to have limited information. I feel like that's very disorganized, unorganized, I don't know. So I'm going to try to put these 3 into one limitation. Because I like them all. I chose them because I like them. But 3 is too much. 2 is too much. I need 1. as the core resource. Limited information, and then roguelite. I'm starting to realize Life is Strange is a roguelite game. It can be something like you die, but now you gain some kind of information, so you can go back and try it again knowing that information. But I feel like that's just video game logic. It's not really something special. Concentrated color palette, single player, 2 months to complete project. Like I should look for more limitations, because saying limited information, that just turns my game into Civilization. Making it roguelite is also just like, it's just a genre. It doesn't really define my game. I need more inspiration. That's enough game design for now. I'm gonna jump into Fallen Order. Why did it start me here? Bruh. Did it count? But does it remember that I already killed the big thing? Because I already went into the ship and, like, I was supposed to pick a new planet to go to, but now I'm back here. If I kill this thing again... Oh wait, it's not here. Okay, good. Okay, so it remembered. How do I get there?
Moving out.
You passed the test.
So you knew about BD-1?
Come on board. We'll talk inside.
Oh, BD-1, this is Grease. Hey, Grease.
What is that? Get off my sofa! Get off my sofa! Don't! Get out of there! Get out!
That is BD-1. He's with us.
I don't care who he's with. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get oil stains out of petroleum fabric?
Not really.
Oh, I hope you found something better out there than this droid.
Oh, calm down, Grease. He did. Tell us, Cal.
The vault was built by an ancient civilization called the Zepho. A Jedi named Eno Cordova hid something inside of it.
What did he hide inside?
A holocron from the archives. It contains a list of Force-sensitive children.
The next generation of Jedi. I knew it! Ah, Cordova, you old fool.
You knew him?
Yes, a long time ago. I was his apprentice. Cordova was a loner. That little droid and I are probably the only ones that know about Bogano.
Hold on, wait a minute. A hollow what?
A holocron. It stores information, but only accessible to Jedi. Hang on, I think I have one around here. Use the Force.
Or she just casually has a holocron.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen.
With that list of Force sensitives, we could rebuild the Jedi Order and defeat the Empire.
Okay, no problem. Let's get it.
Well, except the holocron is hidden deep inside the vault, and to get it, we have to follow Cordova's path. He mentioned something about the planet Dathomir and a Zepho homeworld.
All right, well, where are we going? I'm just asking because I was thinking of maybe making some food.
Look, before we do anything, I need to know something. How come you're no longer a Jedi?
I had an experience that changed my perspective. So I cut myself off from the Force.
But you still want to rebuild the Order.
I believe that rebuilding the Order is the best chance we have against the Empire. What do you believe?
I believe I can't keep hiding from the Empire, so I don't really have a choice.
Cal, as long as you're alive, you will always have a choice. Are you with us?
We're in.
Dathomir Zepho, it's your choice.
All right, let's pick where we go next.
I want to go to Zepho.
You know, you never told me how you became a Jedi.
I was discovered by a Seeker when I was very young. They took me to the temple to train.
Oh, yeah, Seekers. They're one of a kind, I'll tell you that much.
You have no idea what a Seeker is, do you?
Not a clue. They seek things?
Yes. They're Jedi sent to find and retrieve young Force sensitives. Like the ones on that holocron. I was a Seeker.
Oh, whoa, you know what this means.
I didn't discover Cal, if that's what you're thinking.
No, it means I'm a Seeker, too.
I guess so.
Yeah, Seeker Grease. All right, we're here. Get in your chair. Heck of a storm brewing down there. This might not be the best time to land.
Something strange. Those winds are interfering with our comms.
Hey, Cordova mentioned something about peace in the eye of the storm. Well, I can just make out a settlement in the middle of it.
Then we have to get there.
Copy that. Couple bumps ain't gonna kill you, kid. Unless the wind picks up. Can you tell that bucket of balls to keep his opinion to himself?
I'm sure everything's under control.
Of course, it's under control. It's just a little tricky. Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh. Huh. Perfect landing. Easy money, baby.
But I'm still getting a lot of interference on the comms. It's gonna take me a minute to get them back up.
I'll search for signs of Cordova in the meantime.
Good. I'll be in touch once I crack this. Cal, over here. You did good work on Bogano. The more information we gather on Cordova and the Zepho, the closer we'll get to stopping the Empire.
I've heard of ancient cultures, but don't know much about them.
I only knew that Cordova was obsessed with the Zepho, believing their teachings to be important.
Hold that thought.
What?
I can see you two have been through a lot. It's not easy.
No, it's not. But I think of those who believed in me at one point.
Okay, bye.
I need a second.
Can I kill him?
Good work.
No.
Oh, we did it. We did it. I hope it hurt.
Hey! Did you find something, BD1?
Blue lead. Are Zepho the ones with the tall necks? Yeah,
What's that?
on my skin.
Oh, okay. What was in there?
Bruh. I really can't go through that.
What's got you so riled up today? Blasted Scaz stole my blaster. I got
What?
punished by the commander. No need to be mad at me about it. I didn't steal your blaster.
There's phones here. What am I supposed to do? Can I not climb on this? Thought maybe I could go up and hold on to those, but then There's nowhere else to go anyways. There's that door. Outside, turn left. Oh.
Watch out, BD. We don't look friendly. What's that?
Cal, can you hear me?
The Empire. They found Zeppo.
If they were following the Mantis, we would have been swarmed already.
Could they be looking for the tombs?
Let's hope not. Just got our comms working. I'll try the same workaround to crack into theirs.
Can I jump on that? Okay. I don't want to jump and die again a million times. Oh, what was that?
Need a stim? Much better. Nice job. Mother used this fabric to keep her child warm. They were on the run from something.
Bruh, all this for a
Stim
crate?
crate. Should be here. Wait, can you carry more?
Hey, what, stim crate?
Thanks, BD1.
Canister required. Did the capacity increase? Is that what happened? Maximum number of stim canisters. Yes, nice. What do I get back? Can't see anything. Okay. That's the door I couldn't open. Yeah. Oh.
Catch him!
What?
He won't survive much longer. Is it just me?
All right, then. Did you find something, BD1?
What's that? It's nothing. A dish.
What's that? Nice job.
What? Why did I get a skill point from that? The area is off limits Imperial Code. Wait, I can customize while I'm here? Nice. What's it? Let's hear for this. Zepho. Maybe not this? I don't know. I wanted to read the note that we found, or whatever that was.
Hey, an intruder! Oh look, he's scared!
Not just you, there's somebody up there. He's sleeping. There's a guy up here somewhere.
BD1, over here.
Oh, what was that? Gout trooper. Yeah, that's where it came from. That goes nowhere. I gotta go. This.
It's all lies. The Empire just wanted this land.
Eviction notice. Civilians must immediately report for a relocation. Leaders will be shot. No selling or trading without proper authorization and explicit consent. This property and its belongings are now under the protection of the Galactic Empire. Oh.
Got an enemy below. Okay. Keep on him. Stay on him. Am I all that's left?
Yeah!
Good job.
Where are you taking us?
The Empire's forced the villagers from their homes. Frightened refugees, shipped off to work camps. Or worse.
How do I get up? Yes. What's this? Attacking after a quick evade allows Cal to quickly perform a kick attack. Hold LS plus it. They're all one skill point. What's this? Superior blocking. Defenses are improved. Okay, I already have this. What was this again? Maximum force increase. I don't really care about that. Evasive kick. I want this. Oh, I should rest it. Whatever. It's blocked. Oh, it's not? Nice. Where's my ship? Oh, it's right there.
Someone's down there.
Oh no. No! Okay, stop the animation.
Take him.
Okay.
What do we find?
Outfit material. Wait, what?
Gungas, sentient plant.
Bruh.
Explosives. Describe them as jumpy. As long as we pay attention and don't get too close, we'll be fine. This also says wind can move them moving back. Can't top my skill.
Come back here. Did you find something, BD1?
Jedi!
Oh, almost fell. Something down there.
My friend, in the rotation since I left Bogano, I've uncovered more about the Zepho than I once believed possible.
Can't get through.
I wonder if I can climb those. Oh my god, finally. Bruh. no way I came all that. Oh.
Hey now.
I was gonna say there's no way I came
Did you find something,
through
BD1?
all that in the dark, and it didn't give me anything. And it made me turn the lights on, and then it did. Like right at the end of the cave.
Is someone there?
Whoa! Bruh. Bruh. Oh, missed. Bruh. Oh. No, that's too early.
That looks like a problem. Quick, help! I need one. Hey, BD1.
I did that on accident.
Find something?
I'm hungry. It's reducing me.
Wait, what?
Okay. Nice hit. Make him hurt.
Bro, I'm trying to do something. Oh no.
I can't hit him. It's too far. Get the Jedi.
I thought I could backflip or flip on command.
Touching again? I've got you. Come on, don't let him get you.
Bruh. Oh, wrong button. Bro, what? What am I supposed to do here? What? Am I supposed to die? Bruh. There's no way it started me here. Okay, at least the lights are on.
I'm done.
I got my souls back. Okay, so it was a bug. I died because of a bug.
That's gotta be one of the Zepho. Guess we're on the right track, huh, BD?
Look out! We're losing men! Just stand still. What? I hit him!
What?
Oh, it's that door. Already been there. Hey, make that jump.
Blocked him! You win, traitor! Stop! Intruder!
Nice.
Jedi incoming! Attacking the enemy! He couldn't beat you! I can! I'm gonna demolish you!
Mariana, take care of yourself.
Where'd that come in?
BD1, over here.
I guess I'll get this one. And then we can rest and leave. What is that?
One hit and you're gonna feel it. You'll let your guard down soon.
Thanks, BD1.
You're not getting out of here alive, Jedi. Your guard is pretty solid.
BD1.
I don't know what a scum thinking. Bro.
In accordance with the Emperor's will, we've occupied Zepho, redistributing its inhabitants. This planet has failed to yield significant data or relics for Project Augur. Its electromagnetic winds have rendered the bulk of our mining technology useless. Meanwhile, more stormtroopers lose their lives to dangerous fauna. We will not be able to fulfill our directive here. It is my recommendation that we disband the project and leave a token outpost to keep scavengers from stealing our technology. Adversary inbound. Keep focused. Don't let up. Charged up. Jedi's on the move. Jedi hit. We'll win easy.
Help me! Hey, now.
I feel like I need to be a Sith.
Did you find find something, BD1?
Or whatever that scump link thing is. I need that to pass this part, but we'll see. Because it's all red. I guess not. Bruh. What? Ooh, that was so scary.
Hey!
Cal, the Empire's pinpointed your location. You need to move fast.
Why can I not unlock this? It takes 2 skill points, that's why. I'll save then. Oh, I forgot to rest.
I knew it would end like this. It's the Jedi. I copy. Keep moving. Don't let up.
No, no.
Move up. Move up already. Affirmative. I can take him myself. So fast. Attacking the target.
BD1?
Keep on him. Someone else take him. He's on the move. Back up, I've got this. Am I the only one that's gonna fight? I can beat him. Just one hit. Throw it!
Hey! Did you find something, BD1? I found something.
What do they know?
No mention of Cordova. I don't think the Empire knows he's been here.
Then we have the advantage. For now.
This is a waste of time. What is Crane playing at? Impossible that anything useful is in here.
That's interesting. We're on the right track. can't get through. There's a storm up ahead. Something about it crippled the Empire's equipment. I can feel something pulling me there, beyond the storm.
Follow it. Let the Force sharpen your instincts.
I'll do my best.
It's 5:20 almost. That's enough. All in order for now. See you guys tomorrow at 12.